discuss about the physics and chemistry subjects in Sub Inspector of Police and Police Constable examinations. How to crack the examination, how to prepare the physical sciences subject for both Sub Inspector of Police and Police Constable. For that, we will going to discuss about the physics subject. How to prepare the physics subject? We know, first of all, what is the heading of the examination? It is very clear, general knowledge or general studies paper 1 or general studies paper. What is the meaning of that word general studies? General means it is related to our daily life. First one is in the general studies, the knowledge in the, first of all, knowledge in the subject, knowledge, that is basic knowledge of the subject, first one, and the importance of subject in our daily life, importance of the subject in daily life. Next one, what are the applications, including of daily life? Also some applications are there. Some of them may be utilized or may not be utilized. For that, we have to also know the applications regarding to applications. In this point of view, examiner generally frame the questions. It is very, very basic knowledge, right? This is the general studies. In the general studies, questions asking related to basic knowledge, daily life related concepts, and some applications, because of some inventions are there. Daily life related, so many inventions are there day by day, we know. So for that we have some basic knowledge. From that we can invent the new things, new objects, like that. So however, how to prepare this subject? For this, you have to remember one thing, the examiner or in the examination notification very clearly mentioned, that is the level of questions from generally up to 10th standard only. Up to 10th standard, examiner generally frame the questions. From where the questions are, all the questions are from only the textbooks. Textbooks. Which textbooks? Up to 10th standard textbooks only you have to remember. Here, 6th to 10th, in 6th to 7th class, we know only general science textbook. General science textbook is there. After, from 8th to 10th, we have the two books. One is biological sciences and another one is, what is that? Biological sciences and another one is physical sciences. In these two subjects, different books are there. For this, we have to choose the physical science for this area. So, we have to remember one thing here. Examiner always consider the only textbooks. He never frame the questions from the private publications books or private authors books. You have to remember that. If the examiner, he would like to frame the questions more than the standard, maybe some chances are there +2 level also. up to intermediate level also, if you want frame that questions. Yes, this is. When you are preparing the subject, first of all, for example, in 6th class, one topic is there, motion. In 7th, if it is related to same topic, then you have to prepare that one. Up to 10th standard, first of all, you have to finish this one. In that, especially some basic concepts are there. Unknown concepts, you have to must take the notes by yourself, by yours. Don't take the other or private textbooks, because if unexpectedly errors occur in the printing, you will lose marks. In this physical sciences area, we are expecting up to 8 marks maximum, from both physics and chemistry. From these two subjects, we are expecting 8 marks. Sometimes 1 or 2 questions may be chance are there, 10 questions, sometimes 7 questions also. So average number of questions from this area, we are expecting 8 marks. Not never exactly we can't say, because that depends on the examiner only, isn't it? So as per my opinion, you have to prepare the only better two textbooks. Then you will get some idea, and also you will get the good marks. You will gain the good marks, and some chances are there to get the selection also. No doubt at all. One more thing, not only this physical science, for overall general science and in general studies, there are 8 topics are there. Geography, history, economy, polity, physics, chemistry, botany and zoology. Means biological sciences, physical sciences, social studies. For this general studies area, better to prepare the only school textbooks up to 10th class. The remaining topics, what are they? Telangana movement, Telangana history, reasoning, numerical ability, general English. For this, you have to prepare by the guidelines of the lecturer, isn't it? So, for these 8 topics, better to refer the only school textbooks. Now, in our subject, physics subject, what are the topics? Topics in the physics subject. So, note, you have to prepare only SCERT textbooks. Don't buy the other books. Lose the money and time, and lose the marks also sometimes. Yes. First one, some basic concepts of measurements and units. Measurements and units. This is the first chapter. Second one, measurements and units. In this chapter, we'll discuss the systems of measurements like FPS, CGS, MKS and SI systems are there. In this, unit for length, unit for mass, unit for time, we will discuss. And also in this chapter, discuss the physical quantities. Physical quantities are having the both magnitude and unit. Physical quantities are mainly classified into 2 types, fundamental and derived physical quantities, which are called fundamental physical quantities, which are called derived physical quantities, how to identify, how to write the units for that. Next, also we'll discuss some important units in our daily life, and also some prefixes of tense, some important devices we will discuss in this chapter, that is measurements and units. Next one, another important area, force and laws of motion. Force and laws of motion. It is also one of the most important area in this subject, which is called force. Classification of forces. Basic forces, basic force in the nature, and different types of other forces like centripetal force, centrifugal force. These kind of force also we'll discuss. Next, also universal gravitational force of attraction theory, and then mass, weight, acceleration due to gravity, lift, and also laws of motion, means Newton first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, Newton's third law of motion, and their examples or applications in our daily life. On these topics, examiner generally asking the question, especially for example, universal gravitational force of attraction theory proposed by, who is that person? Yes, we know, Newton scientist. And also laws of motion also given by Newton scientist. When the cricket player catch the ball, he lean his hands in the direction of the ball because of to reduce the impulse force on the hands. So these type of questions framing. For example, when bus is moving, bus is in motion state. If suddenly driver stop the bus, if the driver suddenly brakes, apply the brakes, what happens? Yes, passengers will lean the bus in forward. Passenger will be lean in forward direction because of inertia of motion. Some examples also giving, example related questions also asking. That is why you have to concentrate on this topic. Then next one, magnetism. Magnetism, very basic concepts. Which of the following? Classification of materials like diamagnetic material, paramagnetic materials, ferromagnetic materials, properties of the magnets. Every magnet has the two poles. Yes, these type of questions asking. Methods of demagnetization, methods of magnetization, how it is magnetized, how it will be demagnetized. So which of the following does not a demagnetization method, or which of the following is a magnetization method? And also applications of magnets and geomagnetism concept. Yes, these are the topics in this magnetism chapter. Next one, sound. Sound. It is also an important chapter. Sound, it is a form of an energy. Here, different types of waves and different types of sounds according to frequency, like we know, audible sound, infrasonic sounds, ultrasonic sounds. These type of questions also, asking, which are called as infrasonic sounds, which are called audible sound, which are called ultrasonic sounds. Yes. The next one, characteristics of sound, like pitch, loudness, intensity. Properties of sound, reflection of sound, echo, diffraction of sound, resonance. Yes. Next one, also in this chapter we'll discuss effect of temperature on speed of sound in air, effect of pressure on speed of sound in air, some geometrical impact of the geometrical concepts on the speed of sound in air, and also Doppler's effect. It is related to intermediate standard. Sometimes examiner asking, Doppler effect is related to a Doppler effect applicable for sound waves, electromagnetic waves, light waves, all of the above, all of the above. Yes. Also sonic sound, subsonic sound, supersonic sound, hypersonic sound. These kind of different types of sounds also there. On this also examiner sometimes asking. Mach number, according to Mach number, it is classified subsonic, sonic, supersonic, hypersonic, like this, isn't it? Next one, fourth one, fifth one, heat energy. Heat energy, it is the sound energy, heat energy, different forms of energies are there. Next one, in this heat topic, process of transmission of heat energy. How many methods are there? Conduction, convection, radiation. One question is there. The globe of the earth will be warming by the method of conduction, convection, radiation, all of the above. For this, which one is correct one? All of the above. How to identify this? If we have the awareness, if we have the knowledge, if we have the some concept on this, then we can easily identify that one. Next, in thermos flask. invented by Dewar. Thermos flask invented by Dash, Dewar scientist. So, if thermos flask is shaken vigorously, what happens is temperature increases. Why it is increases? How to protect the heat energy in the thermos flask? These kind of questions also we will discuss in this area. Also, changes in the substances like in solids, liquids, gases. Some examples related to that one. And a triple point of water concept, anomalous expansion of water, and temperature, different types of scales, different types of thermometers, and their applications in daily life. Which of the chemical used in the thermometers? These are some important concepts in this heat energy chapter. So, what is the topic? What is the chapter? What are the important concepts? Just you have to focus on this, then easily you can identify. Don't bother. Some books appear very large size. Don't think about that. Just you have to see the textbook. It gives the very clear knowledge without any confusion. That is why better to depend on the textbooks only. That is why I am always suggesting only because of aspirants getting so much of confusion. Yes, which one is the better book? This publication, that publication. Also, they are sometimes confusing. Which one is the better one? Sometimes they are collecting the more than 2-3 textbooks for one topic, one subject. See, if we have the one material, for example, better to read that material repeatedly. Don't take another material. Just you have to, after completion, better to read that book 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. After that, better to practice the number of questions. Then by that practice, then you will get the knowledge, and also it develops the confidence level also. Next one, 6th one, liquids or fluids. In this chapter, we'll discuss the properties of liquids, like we know surface tension, capillarity, viscosity, pressure concepts discussed. In the pressure, so many laws are there, like Pascal's law, Bernoulli's principle, Archimedes' principle, isn't it? Laws of flotation, and also working of pressure cooker, working principle of skating game, where it is playing. These type of concepts are there in this topic. For example, what is the working principle of sprayer, atomizers? Bernoulli's principle. Next. Modern physics. Modern physics. In the chapter, see, modern physics and in the chemistry, atomic structure, these 2 chapters are related, interrelated topics, both are. So, you have to remember that one also, modern physics. Next one, in modern physics, also we'll discuss the different types of particles in the atom, and radioisotopes, radioactivity. In the 2 types of radioactivities are there, natural radioactivity and artificial radioactivity, nuclear fission concept and its applications, nuclear fusion concept and its applications. These are enough. In nuclear fission, atom bomb and nuclear reactors are there. In nuclear fusion in this, hydrogen participating in the nuclear fusion reaction, and also hydrogen bomb also working principle is nuclear fusion reaction, isn't it? Next one, 8th one, electricity. In this, discuss the charge concept, which is called charge. Which of the following device used to store the charges? How to identify the charges, nature of the charges, we'll discuss in that. Next, also electricity, types of electricities, means static electricity, current electricity, classification of current electricity, AC and DC, alternating current and direct current, different types of materials according to electricity, like conductors, insulators and semiconductors. Which of the following is the conductor? Which of the following is the best conductor? Which of the following is the best electric insulator? Which of the following is the best semiconductor? Semiconductors are using in the Ohm's law. In Ohm's law, which of the following is constant? Ohm's law explains the relation between ohmic devices and non-ohmic devices. Differences between the ohmic and non-ohmic devices. Some important effects. Magnetic effect of electric current, magnetic effect, heating effect of electric current, chemical effect of electric current, some important devices and their applications. These type of questions on this, examiner generally asking the questions on these topics, isn't it? For example, electricity passing through the circuit. Which of the following device used to measure the flowing rate of or flowing electric current in the circuit? Ammeter. Ammeter always connecting in the series combination. Ideal ammeter resistance 0. These are the repeated questions. Voltmeter. It is used to measure the potential difference across the two terminals in the circuit. It is always connecting in parallel combination. Ideal voltmeter resistance infinity. For ammeter 0. For ammeter 0. For voltmeter infinity. Voltmeter used to measure the voltage, potential difference, electric potential, like this. So applications also asked. What is the working principle of ATM? ATM means automated teller machine. It works on the electromagnetic induction concept. Electric motor invented by Michael Faraday. Dynamo. Who is that person? Michael Faraday. Transformer invented by Michael Faraday. These type of questions also asking. That's why you have to remember these. So very basic concepts. These are all in the high school and school level books. Next one. And 10th one is light. Light. It is the one of the important area. In this, according to transmission of light energy, classification of materials. Classification of materials, according to light energy, there are three types: transparent materials, opaque materials, translucent materials. The material or the substance which can produce the light energy, that is called as luminous body. Luminous bodies two types: self-luminous, non-self-luminous bodies. Self-luminous bodies two types: natural self-luminous bodies, artificial self-luminous bodies. So which is the self-luminous body? Which is the non-self-luminous body? Bioluminescence organs also there. In bioluminescence organs, bio means living organ. Luminescence means it produces the light energy. The living organ which can produce the light energy, that is said to be bioluminescence body. Example, glowworm, jugnu. It is also called glowworm or jugnu. Moreover, theories of light. Corpuscular theory of light, wave theory of light, electromagnetic wave theory of light, quantum theory of light. These theories are given in the previous old textbooks, not in the new textbooks. These are not available in the new textbook. These theories are available in the old previous SCRT textbooks. So, however, next also these theories proposed by corpuscular theory proposed by Newton, wave theory of light given by Huygens, electromagnetic wave theory of light given by Maxwell, quantum theory of light given by Max Planck, and also properties of light. Different types of, various types of properties are there. In that, rectilinear, speed of light, rectilinear propagation of light, reflection of light, total internal reflection of light, refraction of light, interference of light, scattering of light, diffraction of light, dispersion of light, polarization of light, image formation, different kind of properties are there. And also in this chapter, discuss the lenses, mirrors, eye defects concept also. Lenses, we know convex lens and concave lenses, image formation by convex and concave lenses, image formation by convex mirror and concave mirrors, where they are using in our daily life, what are the applications of the objects, isn't it? Also, we'll discuss the myopia, hypermetropia, presbyopia, astigmatism, night blindness, color blindness. These are the eye defects. These are also we'll discuss in the biological sciences area also. So it is common area, isn't it? So these type of questions also asking in this chapter. Next one, our universe. Our universe. It explains the generally nature of stars, planets, asteroids, comets, meteors. These are the celestial bodies. So now, which of the following planet eliminated from our solar system as a planet? Pluto. Pluto eliminated from our solar system as a planet because of it exceeds clear the neighborhood rule. In the comets are generally revolving around the sun in hyperelliptical path. Hyperelliptical path. In this, one of the most important comet is there, Halley. This is the repeated question. Halley comet appears in every 76 years once. Recently, it was appeared in 1986. Then it will appear in the 2062. These type of questions also asking. So we have to focus on this. So listen, topics in this physics subject. One is measurements and units. Second one, force and laws of motion. Third one, magnetism. Fourth one, sound. Fifth one, heat. Sixth one, liquids. Seventh chapter, modern physics. Eighth one, electricity. Ninth one, light. 10th chapter, our universe. And also in the old textbook, we have the one topic, electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum means different types of waves are there. Electromagnetic waves are there, like gamma rays, X-rays, UV rays, visible spectrum, infrared rays, microwaves, radio waves. Different types of waves are there. So in this, what is the wavelength of that concerned wave? What is the application of that wave? What is its wavelength? What is its frequency? What is its energy? In these areas, generally examiner asking the questions. See, first of all, wavelength, frequency, energy, applications. Yes, these type of applications, these type of questions asking on this chapter. For example, and discoverers. For example, X-rays discovered by, we know Rontgen scientist in 1895 in the Coolidge tube experiment. For this, he got the Nobel Prize in 1901. Very simple. X-rays, there are two types, soft X-rays, hard X-rays. Soft X-rays, these are used in the medical department to identify the or observe the organs inside of the body. Hard X-rays, these are used to check the passenger's luggage. Hard X-rays are having the more energy comparatively soft X-rays. So these type of questions framing on this chapter. This is. So you have to remember one thing, basic, what is the basic information of the subject? What is the use of that subject in daily life? Any inventions regarding that concept, means applications of that concept. On this, generally examiner focus and frame the questions. That's it. Next, also in laws of motion, different types of motions are there. Translatory motion, rotatory motion, simple harmonic motion. These type of motions also there. So, for example, a fan is rotating. Which of the following motion is there? Translatory motion, simple harmonic motion, what we call rotatory motion. Rotatory motion. It rotates it with one axis. A ball, a cricket player bowl a ball, throw a ball. Which of the following is there? So in that it is moving straight forward. That is why in that translatory motion is there. A bus is moving from one point to another point. Translatory motion is there. Planet revolving around the sun. In this, which of the following motions are there? One is rotatory motion and another one is revolution. What we call rotatory motion, another one is revolution motion. It revolves around the fixed point. That is the periodic motion. One is rotatory motion, another one is periodic motion. It completes one revolution in the fixed time period. So that is why in the period is same. That kind of motion is called periodic motion of the object. So these type of questions asking from this area, isn't it? Right. Now, and also chemistry. In this chapter, in this subject, we will prepare chemistry here. In this first chapter, atomic structure, first chapter, atomic structure. Second one is chemical bonding, See, first of all, in atomic structure, which is atom, what is the wavelength, or what is the size of the atom, what is the size of the nucleus, which of the following particles presents in the nucleus, which of the following particle is outside of the nucleus, particles discovered by, charge of that particles, some important words of that particles, that is the important area. It is related to both modern physics in physics and atomic structure in the chemistry, isn't it? Next, also in this, we'll discuss the different types of atomic models are there. Dalton atomic model, Thomson's atomic model, the next one, Rutherford's atomic model, Niels Bohr's atomic model, Sommerfield's atomic model. These different types of atomic models are there. It is complete topic available in the 10th class textbook in very clear, and 9th and 8th class also available, atoms and molecules. Next, in 10th class also given directly atomic structure topic. So you have to refer that 2 lessons in both 8th, 9th and 10th. These 3 classes, what we call lessons. Yes. Then next one. Also in this chapter, different types of spin quantums are there. We know there are 4 important spin quantums are there. One is principal quantum number, second one azimuthal quantum number, third one magnetic quantum number, fourth one spin quantum number. What is quantum number? Who explain these quantum numbers? What is the symbol for these quantum numbers? What is its importance? These are the important concepts in this. We know principal quantum number is explained by Niels Bohr, azimuthal quantum number is explained by Sommerfeld. Next one, magnetic quantum number explained by Landé, Uhlenbeck and Gaudsmit explained the spin quantum numbers. So what is its importance? These type of questions, concepts also we'll discuss in this. And also some laws are there to fill the electrons in the orbitals. Bohr's principle, Wundt's principle, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, de Broglie's concept, Euler's diagram, N plus L concept, N plus L formula. These are helpful to fill up the electrons and knowing the levels, shape of the orbitals, S orbital shape, P orbital, D orbital and F orbital shapes. These concepts we'll discuss in this atomic structure chapter. Just I am giving only what are the key points, what are the important concepts in that chapter. Just we are only giving the information only, not I am teaching the all the chapters. Right. Next one is chemical bonding. What is bonding? Bonding means it is the pair of 2 electrons. Different types of bondings are there, like ionic bonding, covalent bonding, coordinate bonding, covalent bonding. Ionic bonding, covalent bonding, covalent bonding. These 3 types of bondings are there, right? So this is chemical bonding. Also, to read the some concepts in this, that is properties of the ionic compounds, properties of covalent bond compounds, properties of coordinate covalent compounds. See, previous examination question, which of the following bonding has more melting point and boiling point? Very simple, ionic bonding. Which of the following compounds are the generally electric conductors? Yes, it is also clear, that is ionic compounds allows the electricity flow. These type of questions will frame these type of concepts are important in these chapters. Right. Next one, acids and bases. acids and bases. In this chapter, to know the pH value of the substances. For example, battery acid 0.8, gastric acid 1.2, citric acid 2.2, right? So orange juice, vinegar, tomato, coffee, beer, and milk of magnesia, milk, saliva, pure water, ocean water or salt water. So acid rainwater pH value, human being survive in between the, what is the pH value of the human being? 7 to 7.8. So to read the pH values are given in the textbooks, isn't it? So some important words are there in 10th class textbook and lower class also. So you have to read that pH values of that materials. And also presence of acid in the different kind of substances, applications of that acids in our daily life, properties of the acids, test, how to identify the acid test, litmus test, methyl orange indicator, phenolphthalein indicators are there. Also base, which is called base, what are the properties of bases, applications of bases, and salts. Maybe these are acid, base, or neutral, applications of some salts. Yes, this is the acids and bases topic. Solutions. Solution has both or two components, solvent and solute. Large quantity or more amount of substance is called as solvent, less amount of the substance is called as solute. Different types of solutions are there, like unsaturated solution, saturated solution, supersaturated solution, like this. These type of questions also are there. And also in this chapter, some important colloids also there. In the colloids, dispersion medium, dispersed phase, these type of concepts are there. We will discuss briefly in the chapter. And states of matter and their changes. States of matter and their changes. So different types of states of matters are there, like solid state material, liquid state, gaseous state. Fourth state is plasma state. Fifth state, Bose-Einstein condensate. Sixth state, Fermi-ion condensates. Different types of states of matters are there. Among these six, we know the three important states. They are solid, liquid, and gaseous state. One material convert from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to solid, solid to liquid, or liquid to solid, gas to solid, liquid, gas to solid, solid to gas. These changes are there. If the solid is directly converted into gas state, that is called as sublimation. If gas is directly converted into solid state, that is called as sublimation, isn't it? So if liquid is converted into what we call gaseous state, that is said to be what we call vaporization. Liquid converted into solid, freezing. Solid converted into liquid, melting. Gas is converted into liquid, what we call condensation. Yes. So these are the concepts in these states of matter and their changes. Examiner also asking the process of change from solid to liquid, liquid to solid, solid to gas, gas to solid. These type of questions framing. So you have to concentrate on this area also. Next one is metallurgy. So in this chapter, we'll discuss the different types of metals, characteristics or properties of metals, properties of non-metals, and some important what we call the reactivity of the metals. Which metal has the more reactivity? Which of the following metals has the moderate reactivity? Which of them have the less reactivity? Best example for less reactivity metals: mercury, copper, silver, and gold. Highly reactant materials: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum. Moderate: zinc, iron, lead. These are the examples. Hydrogen, these are the examples for moderate reactivity elements. So gold has the low reactivity. That is why it has the shining nature or glittering nature. That is the reason. So, and also this chapter will discuss the some important ores and mineral or elements or metal. For example, aluminium. What is the ore of aluminium? Bauxite. Aluminium collecting from the bauxite. Thorium, uranium, pitchblende, thorium, monazite. Next also, what we call lead, mercury, different types of substances are there. Their ores also we will discuss in this chapter. Next also alloys, some important alloys are there. That alloys also we will discuss in this chapter. Alloy means the combination of more than two metals. Combination of more than two metals is called as alloy. Next one is industries. Industries. In this chapter, we'll discuss about the cement. Who prepared the cement? What is the composition of cement? Isn't it? Next, glass industry. Next one, alcohol industry, sugar industry. From the generally, sugar and alcohol both are same concepts. We'll discuss about them. Also, plastic industry. Plastic industry. Next, also medicines. Some important medicines and their applications in our daily life. Some important diseases and the medicines, important diseases and their effects, we will discuss in this chapter, industries. Next one. Another one is laws of gas. Some important laws are there about the gases, like Boyle's law, Charles' law, Avogadro's law, Dalton's partial pressure law, Graham's diffusion law. These are the some important laws of the only statements. For example, which of the following law explain the diffusion rate of the gases? Graham's diffusion law. Which of the following explain the relation between pressure and volume? Boyle's law. In Boyle's law, which of the following physical quantity constant? Temperature. Yes. Next, fuels. Some important fuels like petrol, diesel, kerosene oil, CNG, LPG, and their calorific values, the temperature, ignition temperature, combustion, flame. What is the color of the candle flame? What is the color of the LPG stove or LPG flame color? LPG flame color is blue, candle color is yellow, isn't it? Next, also in this chapter, some important words about the petroleum. Petroleum, it is originating from the two words petra plus oleum. Petra means stone, oleum means oil. So it is collecting from the rock oil. These are some important words regarding this concept, the fuels. And another one is periodic classification of elements. Periodic classification of elements. So initially, who started the classification of elements? Who started the periodic table? Next, what are the periods? What are the group elements? What are the applications of the group elements? For example, first year, second year, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth year group elements. Which are the first year group elements? Which are the second group elements? For example, first year group elements: hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Second year, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium. Third year, boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. Examiner will ask the question, which of the following does not belong to third year group elements? Which of the following does not belong to fourth year group element? Which of the following is the fifth year group element? For this type of questions, we must have the awareness on the group elements also. And also we must read the applications of that element. Group element and that application. In every group, we have to know the group wise element or the elements in that group and application the elements in that concerned group, isn't it? So this is the syllabus for chemistry. Yes. don't bother about this. So we are expecting 8 questions, maybe sometimes 1 or 2 questions less or 1 or 2 questions more. Examiner very clearly asking as per the textbook. See one question. In previously one question was asked, that is, which of the following is used in the firecrackers or manufacturing of firecrackers? Given options: potassium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur. All the students choose either potassium or magnesium or phosphorus. But the right answer is sulfur. That is very, very direct bit in the 8th class textbook. Where it is available? That is the source. Examiner also prepare the questions from that source. That is why we must prepare the textbooks. Then easily you can get the good marks from this area. Not only for this subject, for all the subjects, we have to better to prepare the textbooks. And this is the syllabus for both physics and chemistry. This is the procedure. This is the way to prepare the syllabus for the competitive examination, especially for sub-inspector of police and police constable. And here one more doubt. Sometimes the examiner also asking the numerical related questions also. That numerical related questions are also direct from the textbook. No doubt. After prepare these concepts, all the numericals also related to formula, direct to formula. For example, given frequency nu is equal to 1 by t. If time t is equal to 0.2 seconds, what is the frequency of that wave? This is the previous examination bit. Direct question. Number of vibrations or oscillations per a second is called as frequency. Nu is equal to 1 by t. That is why what happens here? 1 by 0.2 is equal to 10 by 2. 2 ones are 5. So number of vibrations is equal to 5. So frequency is equal to 5 hertz. Hertz is the unit for frequency. It is clear. So these type of questions, numerical questions also asking. That is why it is easy. In the time of preparation of that content or concept, you may note down the formulas also. Yes, these formulas helpful to solve the problem. One more example. If mass of an object is 400 grams, what is the weight of that object? Mass of the object how much? 400 gram. Find out the weight. So 400 gram is nothing but 0.4 kg. Weight is equal to 0.4 kg. Therefore, m is equal to weight of the object. W is equal to mg. We know W is equal to formula mg, where m is equal to how much? 0.4. G is equal to how much? For example, 10 meter per second square. 0.4 into 10, 4. Because for point we have to take 10. 10, 10, 0 cancel. So 4 into 1. So 4 newtons. If we take 9.8, what happens here? 4 8s are 32, 4 9s are 36, 37, 38, 39. 39. So after 2 decimal points, 3.92 newtons. This is weight of the object is 3.92 newtons. Very simple. In the preparation of weight, just you have the W is equal to mg formula. Usually you can solve this. Okay, right. This is our physics and chemistry subject. It is very helpful for sub-inspector of police and police constable. Thank you.